cap? Are they capping? No. Okay, one person left to die. Vonethil going to be reset for his team. And when you look at the ultimate advantage, you should think that FaZe have an advantage here. They should be able to take at least the next fight, but they cannot drop it. And as I say that, you see 3 lighting up at the top right for Fnatic.
And it really depends on the Graviton game here. Graviton has arguably been the strongest ult in predicting who is going to win a fight, and Coolmat has been very good at landing good Gravitons. Fnatic right now just poking back and forth, trying to give a little bit of space, trying to let Coolmat look for that opportunity to drop the Graviton. And Fnatic, time is on their side. They're just taking this slowly, pushing in, and there's the Graviton coming from Coolmat, and there's the ball for it, but Shadowbird, a barrage of his own, catches half a cool off guard, and the counter engage from Faze, just too strong for Fnatic to deal with.
Yeah, that was amazing play. Happy Cool, seeing his first person perspective, he did not see Shadowbird behind him, and it looked like Shadowbird, man, they were just, it was Jet versus Jet. They were waiting, and he lined up behind him, and it was a wasted ult for Happy Cool.
Justice reigns from slightly more above?
Yeah, slightly more above indeed. And actually, they're going to adjust. You see that he lost that Pharah battle, and he says, you know what? We're not going to be stubborn. We're going to play a hit scan, and let's see just how good he is on this McCree, because we haven't seen him play it too much.
No, and Happy Cool will see if he can counter Shadowburn here. So Fnatic getting off of what got them here thus far will be looking for the anti-air option themselves, and Shadowburn needs some serious damage to start this out. Having to get healed up by Raucus, it's good on Raucus to be able to get him, and while that's going on, Too Easy wins the Hawk duel versus Buds. So this is not going to be a winning fight for Fnatic, and now Huck, the timetable's starting to get actually pretty dicey for Fnatic.
Yeah, that was so cute to see them playing peekaboo around that pillar. I mean, Shadowburn doing a great job knowing where his team at, knowing where the support is, and just staying behind that pillar for as much protection as possible. Shadowburn being very brazen here, almost going down, but he actually picks him off. Happy Cool going down early.
He went down early. Here we go. This could be the very last fight of this round. Shadowburn going in deep. Nano Boost supporting him, getting right in on Custa, not able to finish it off due to that sound barrier. And Buds, by the way, has swapped on the 76. He wants to be even more air control. Happy Cool swapping the Tracer to get back in this fight a little bit more. And what a pick off there. Shadowburn went for the Justice Ring for above. Buds right there with the punish, and Fnatic is turning this around.
Yeah, they're turning it around, and they need to now 99% to 99%. Happy Cool once again showing how versatile he is, switching the Tracer to get back into this fight to make sure that he can flip this for the last tick. But can he do it? Bud's doing a great job on Soldier. Not too much of us seeing him on that character either. You can see those rockets coming in from Pharah. Will it be enough? I don't think so. OT ticking down, and that's going to be it. Fnatic going up 2-0 against Faze. And you got to wonder, with this matchup, did Faze look at their team and say, you know what? They are missing IDDQD. But then you see this come out, and you're like, I don't know. That hit scan play coming out from Happy Cool, coming out from Buds, it's really strong.
One thing in Overwatch that I see that I never really like is when one team is running a composition that's working really well, the other team comes with their own composition that they've practiced, and then they just swap to a mirror composition or mirror key parts of it. It's sort of the thing where Shadowburn can be a good Pharah depending on the setup that he's getting, but going in against Fnatic that probably practice this Pharah setup on control points and sort of just going, oh, it'll work out, it's dangerous. A lot of the times it does not work. Of course, the most classic example, that wasn't even Pharah, is with Widowmaker, where one team's just doing enough, Widowmaker's like, oh, we'll just counter Widow.
Yeah.
That never really works out. You're gonna get out-widowed.
Yeah, and you're gonna not be in position. They're always gonna have the setup. You gotta push into them. It's a lot harder, but we'll see how it works out. We are gonna get that mirror matchup. Pharah versus Pharah. Who will be the bigger star for their team?
Who will be the true Rocket Queen here between Happy Cool and Shadowburn? Both of them on Pharah, both taking to the skies. Shadowburn just a little bit higher to start things out, and both teams being very cautious here. They really want to buy some time for the Roadhogs to get picks, and Happy Cool now starting to be a little bit more aggressive. Comes in over the top, but doesn't get what he's looking for, and Buds goes down once more. I do believe he got hooked into Zobs, but here we go, Pharah v. Pharah. The fight is underway. Who will hit the morph? Final mid-air rockets
so close, he's chasing him. This is a dangerous game to be playing, and in the meantime, you can see that actually Faze getting the better hand of that, and that's where you rely on your teammates. That was a very dicey chase.
It was a dicey chase, but unfortunately for Fnatic, while that was going on, they were just getting popped up. I mean, in terms of resources, it was a decent trade between Pharah and Pharah there. Yes. Pharahs were effectively out of the fight as they were playing their separate game, but...
And I think that works into Faze's advantage, right? If you can get that duel, that is what you're looking for. Fnatic are the better team when it comes to a complete, cohesive unit. And actually, Coolmat even switching to Soldier. They are really flexing hard so far on this roster.
This is going to make the skies very, very unfriendly here for Shadowburn. There's no doubt about it. This is a big switch on the 76, and Coolmat, an excellent 76 at that. So both teams trying out here, and Coolmat can take down Factor Fiction early on. Shadowburn coming in over the top, trying to turn it back around, not able to get the rockets he's looking for as Stu turns the side room into the party room, picking up 2. And Shadowburn, just for good measure, getting domed by Happy Cool.
Yeah, that was an unfair fight, to give credit to Shadowburn. He was in a little bit up against the wall against 3 members of Fnatic, but this is a very exciting match. And honestly, from a coach's, analyst perspective, this is a beautiful type of game. Seeing them adapt so much, more so on the Fnatic side.
Absolutely. Well, for Faze, they have a chance to bring this back and continue with their advantage. Zombs has the Graviton up and at the ready. Gonna be looking for a good one. Fnatic actually pretty well spread out right now, making this a little bit more challenging here for Zombs. So he's gonna go to the back line here. Doesn't use it on the Lucio. Reinhardt doesn't like what he sees. Is being very patient with it here. And Faze taking their time for better or for worse. Meanwhile, Shadowburn, of course, here on the Pharah. He's going to look at the combo, and there he is. Barrage coming in right after the Graviton. Not quite what he was looking for. Coolmat with the immediate punish.
Yeah, and Reinhardt's going to fall down actually into the well from that. It looks like he got stuck to the other side, but you can see Happy Cool in the back line getting more than what is necessary, picking up 2 members. Very important supports on that back line, and I feel like Faze are going to get phased out here. It doesn't look like they have what it takes to take back this point.
No, they don't. And the one thing I didn't like about that last Faze push is that they really took a long time to go in.
To set that up, yeah.
Which effectively cost them a push in and of itself. So instead of being on the verge of retaking the point and still keeping a strong advantage, now Fnatic, 63%, only needs to win 2 fights to pull this round back, which would mean, of course, that they would win Ilios and be up 2 maps in the series. But so this next fight unfolds.
Yeah, and that'd be a devastating lead indeed, especially mentally. This is a big mental game right now. 2 ultimates on each side. Who's going to come out? You can see Happy Cool having as much room as he needs. He's going to be able to shell out on this Faze squad.
Indeed, and he doesn't have to worry about an opposing pair anymore. Shadowburn on that Diva, and bye-bye, too easy. Into the pit you go. Buds throwing him right in, and this is huge for Fnatic. All they need is to win this fight, and they'll have it. And oh, that could not have been intended.
Reinhardt actually got pushed by the Diva, doing a great job there. Shadowburn pushing that nano-boosted Reinhardt into the well, and that's going to be the advantage they need. When you need your star players to step up, sometimes they do, and Shadowburn did just that.
All right, Custer right now trying to pull it back, gets onto Lucio early on, or later on in this fight as it goes down. And Shadowburn trying to bring it back, does have the self-destruct up and at the ready. And Faze starting to pull this back right now. They've already recapped the point, and they're cleaning up the remainder of Fnatic. Coolmat still has the attack visor, and he actually gets 2. He pulls out Shadowburn before he can get back into his mech. So Fnatic actually reversing the tide here. They don't go for the full reset. They're bringing the fight right back to Faze. I'm not sure if it's the right idea, though. It's too easy. He's able to get on the half heat.
Yeah, so during that whole fight, yes, it was very close. They almost turned the tables, but at the same time, you can see Faze slowly but surely ticking back. 74, 75. They're going to need a lot more. Fnatic already at 99 and already up 2 maps. It's do or die for Fnatic or Faze on this point.
All right, so for Fnatic, they're going to be coming right back in, and Happy Cool tastes the hook of 2 easy to start things out. Now a 5v6 for Fnatic, but they cannot back out. They have to take this uneven fight. Meanwhile, Zombs looking for the dagger in the heart right now. There's a Graviton, pulls in for Justice, raining from Shadowburn. Not from the ultimate, just from Raw Rockets, but it is enough. 4 kills here from Faze, and that should give Faze the round and keep them alive here on Ilios.
Yeah, a very interesting swap. Once again, Shadowburn playing Diva, doing really well, knocking Reinhardt into the well. Immediately, Happy Cool switches to that Tracer, and he says, you know what? I'm going to go back. So both teams playing into each other. It seems like for the Faze squad, it's mainly Shadowburn, right? He's either going to be on that Diva or he's going to be on that Pharah. On the other side, Fnatic are flexing almost everything. You can see Coolmat setting back up, going on that Zarya. We'll see if it keeps it. But for the most part, it seems like Fnatic has the advantage. It's just, how do you crack this? What is the counter that they're looking for against this Faze squad? What can beat both of those compositions?
Well, interesting enough, Faze not really clear what they want to run here to start things up. They were thinking about putting Shadowburn on the Pharah once again, which would be fine as it is the ruined stage, but instead, going to be Shadowburn coming out here on the Diva. But there is a switch up here. Zombs is going to be on the 76, so they're going for more raw power with the idea of air control coming in from Zombs. And we'll see if this is finally the ticket that Faze is needed to deal with this Pharah from Fnatic.
Yeah, it's mostly going to be on Faze to set up this initiation. Fnatic having the range advantage here between the Pharah, between the Soldier. On the other side, Faze having the Roadhog adds a little bit more durability, and that's maybe what they need here.
All right, we'll see if it's enough. Zoms right now is looking to shoot that Pharah right out of the sky. And look at how this is affecting Hapicool. He cannot just linger up in the air. He really has to respect the pressure that Zoms is putting down. Still, though, Faze starting to be a little bit more aggressive. They get onto the point, and they cap the point. Fnatic does not contest it early on, and this is big here from Faze.
And that's exactly what Faze need to do. Having that durability, having that extra tank, they need to get into the face of Fnatic squad, but it looks like Fnatic are going to have a slight advantage here.
Well, Buds is able to get on the 2-easy, ends up getting the double kill, and that is big because, honestly, Buds has been having a really rough time, even throughout these rounds, even as Fnatic has been winning. He's been getting out-hooked by 2-easy in a lot of these cases, so if Buds can just turn the tables on that a little bit more, that's going to be very, very important for Fnatic in winning these fights. It'll also free up more room for Hapicool to do what he wants to do.
Yeah, and it feels like they have to have a point of counter engagement. They're waiting, they're being very defensive, but at some point you have to say, all right, we're going to get into them, and we need to create space for our DPS long rangers.
2-easy with the early hook here on the Stoop. Stoop not able to get away. Zoms powering up here. Nano boost Hackvisor on the way. 3 kills going to be coming out here from Faze as they swiftly get back onto that point and retake it.
Yeah, and a very clean win. That's what you want to see usually. You see a big 6v6 fight. You say, this is our bread and butter combo. Raucus throws the nano boost to Zoms. Zoms lights up and starts mowing down targets one at a time. His team brings in the support, and they are very aggressive on their engagements.
All right, and you take a look here at Hapicool. He does have the barrage up and at the ready. Not going to have anything like a Graviton to set it up, as Matt is on the 76 here once more.
No Zarya to bubble him either.
No, and he's not even going to have a nano boost here, so he's really going to have to go and just find his own perfect way here. Easier said than done when Zoms, of course, is a great 76. Almost gets hooked here by 2-easy, and he's still going in. No fear from Hapicool. Goes for the barrage, ends up getting slept with the Diva in his face. That was questionable.
Yeah, and that's going to happen time and time again when you don't have the support that you need with the nano boost, with the bubble. But it looks like it's going to even out a little bit. Coolmat killing Zoms going to have a little bit more extra damage and range on their side, but it looks like Raucus also going to go down to Buds.
Buds coming in off the flank, getting a very good hook on the Raucus towards the very end. It's still very close here. Either team could take it. Shadowburn trying to bring it right back. Hits on the Vonnefill. Has the self-destruct at the ready, so the flank from Buds not going to be enough. Faze going to be ejecting Fnatic from this point, and now here, Huck, it gets interesting. Fnatic only going to have one more push left.
Yeah, and Hapicool running for his life. I love the aggression from this Faze squad. Even at the end there, you see Factor Fiction just plowing through, trying to get a little bit more damage and charge on his ultimate.
I love, too, how we've basically reset to the more standard competition here, where the days of Pharah, of course, now over once more. We have Fnatic moving in with the power comp, trying to just get this last vital retake, but they have to get on the point here. 95%, it will not go into overtime by default. They have to touch this, and they do.
Yeah, 98, 99 now, and it looks like Zoms, once again, bread or butter. He's going to be mowing down targets. You can see him picking him off. Stoop very low. He gets slapped. He's going to be turned out too. Coolmat going down, and it looks like Faze are going to take this. We're going to be going 2-2. We're going to go into the final 5th Ilios map.
And this could be a microcosm of the entire series here, Huck, where this is going to go to the limit. Of course, if Faze were to take Ilios, it would even up the series 1-1. And this is a best of 5, but with how close both teams are playing each other, with how much both teams are switching up and trying to find an edge, if this went to the full 5 maps, I would not be surprised.
Yeah, I would love to see it. I would be dying at the end, but I would love to see that. And it's just so interesting seeing both squads constantly switch out, and you can see how flexible so many members on their teams are. You see Coolmat playing Soldier, you see him playing Zarya, you see Buds flexing as well. Hapicool has Tracer, Pharah. We saw him a little bit on McCree, and then it looks like we're going to go back to Shadowburn on that Pharah. And this is based on not only the maps, but their flexibility on those heroes. I love Zoms Zarya. I think he's been doing a great job, so I'm happy to see him back on that. But we saw how effective he was on that Soldier as well.
It's very interesting to see the tables turn here, where, of course, when we started the map, basically Fnatic was running Faze's comp and vice versa. Now Shadowburn on the Pharah, and Fnatic on the tried and true. So, oh my goodness, the swaps that you see in Overwatch. Shadowburn, though, coming in over the top, looking for the first pick off. It's Forsaken getting onto Custa, following up the damage with the rest of his team. So, already 2 clean kills here from Faze, and Fnatic going to be thrown off this point relatively early.
Yeah, it looks like Buzz is going to go down very early. He's about to die, and it looks like they're going to have advantage. Hapicool saying, you know what, I'm going to just take a little dip in this well. To be honest, Fnatic executed very well. They stayed out of the sights, they came around the corner, they dove right in immediately. That's what you need to do with this composition. You can't stay in open area. You can see these rockets just piling down on their squad from distance. But they lost the fight, and now you gotta wonder what switches are they gonna have to do, because I don't see anything just yet, and they need something to deal with Shadowbird.
They've been playing Cool Mad on the 76, which has been all right, but I think they lose a lot when he's not on the Zarya, so it's not entirely ideal for Fnatic's hero pool. But either way, Fnatic moving in right now, starting to push in the phase once more. Oh, like a
very close.
Almost putting Stoop into the well, but Custa, the counter is there. Snipe Shadowburn out of the air, and suddenly the 6v5 is up and at the race. Stoop can get knocked on his butt there by Factor Fiction, so more of a 5v5 now, but Fnatic definitely in more of a dominating position to start things out.
Yeah, Fnatic having the advantage early on, but Faze having the position. It looks like HappyCool's gonna stay up for a little bit longer. He's so close to dying. Custa doing a great job, not only giving that nano boost, but making sure he stays up so he can use that. The big bomb gonna come out, but on the backline, Factor Fiction taking him out. It looks like this is a very close fact, and finally Shadowburn coming back in, taking out his arch nemesis in Custa, saying, you know what, you're not a real hit scan, you cannot deal with me, and he is dominating the playing field right now.
This is going bad. The worst here from Vag. Bonnefeld just tried to escape for his life. Not going to get happen. Just thrown right off. And now, here is the problem looking at this here. Of course, we do see Bud swapping onto McCree, but you look at Faze here. Faze has so many ultimates up. They only need to win one more fight. Fnatic, quite literally right now, needs a miracle to bring this back, or it needs Faze. What? Oh, Concussive Blast just throws him up from nowhere. That is the anti-miracle.
Yeah, that is not what you're looking for. Bud's having to grow wings basically to stay up as McCree, and now you gotta wonder, 92%, they're gonna have to go in here and need an even bigger miracle 5v6.
Well, the 5v6 is on the way. Zom's gonna open things up here with the Graviton. Pins off back, and Justice rains from above. Shadowbird with the finisher. 3 kills to set up that Graviton. Oh my goodness. Faze striking right back, bringing themselves back from the brink here on Ilios, and they even up the series 1-1.
That, I mean, that's what you're looking for, I guess. Faze coming out, and it looks like it's mostly on the back of Shadowburn. You gotta really wonder, from Fnatic's side, what is the ideal composition for them in this matchup? We talked about how maybe they don't want the mirror matchup, but I think that's their best answer. Having HappyCool play Shadowburn, negate each other, and keep their heroes that are like very strong. Cool Mad on that Zarya, having Buds on the Roadhog, and Custa hopefully being able to add a little bit of support to HappyCool.
Absolutely, and sometimes I wonder if Fnatic also outthought themselves there. They were doing fine with their initial setup there. It didn't really seem like they were losing too badly on the mirror, especially the first run of Ruin. So I wonder if they just overreacted a little bit, got into something they weren't comfortable with, and it went from there.
Yeah, you can